Here we go. Real Life TV episode 11. Special guest today is Queen's very own CM-10. What's good, baby?
Yes, sir. How y'all living, bro? CM-10, man. My mans came all the way out to Southside to come check your boy out, man. All the way out in Brooklyn, man. I greatly appreciate that shit, bro. Let's get into this shit.
That's what's up. What made you fall in love with hip-hop?
Tell you, man, like, I tell you, man, like, with having, like, a family, I would say especially my two parents growing up in hip-hop, like, one thing about them was, like, they always put me on to the old school shit. So Run DMC, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can just name the list, you know, the Tupacs, the Biggies, the Jay-Z's. I was always into that kind of music at a young age, like, MC Lyfe, you know what I'm saying? Like Queen Latifah, like all that, yeah. Hell yeah, Rakim. Like I was into all of that. My parents put me up on all of that, so I naturally was just like a student of hip hop from a very young age. So that's what started me into music, and then wanting to do it for myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. I like it. You got all the classics going.
True.
How'd you come up with your name?
Well, CM-10, it's been a long time coming. I had a few names that I was running with before, but because of copywriting purposes, I had to come up with this. So basically, like what CM-10 is, it's like an acronym, right? So the C stands for Carolina. It stands for my grandmother, Carolyn, who passed away. She was a very big influence on my life. You know what I'm saying? The C stands for a lot of things. The M, it actually looks like a Scorpio M, so that's kind of like where it comes from. I was born October 24th and shit. And then it also counts for my grandmother Mary, who's still with us. You know what I'm saying? That's the M. And there's also other meanings to the M, but the main thing is the logo. So like, boom, the logo comes from the blind lady of justice that you see in the courtroom, but you know, like in our situations, bro, like it's nothing like that, man. We just seen the school shooter shit or whatever son was going through and shit, and he probably about to still get off. So it's like, yo, that's a fact. You gotta keep one eye open with this shit at all times. So that's where it comes from. And then the 10 being born on the 10th month of the year, October, you know what I'm saying? So my thing basically goes on being intensely balanced, and that's what those scales are about. You know what I'm saying? Like an intense balance with my style. So that's where CM-10 comes from.
That's dope. I like how you pay homage to your grandma and all that. That's super dope.
3.
Who is CM-10?
CM-10's original name is William Fry, but what CM-10 is, man, CM-10 is a fun-loving dude, you know what I'm saying? Very humble, but had to learn a few things, you know what I'm saying? Had to learn how to become a man, you know? And it's learning every day, always learning, you know what I'm saying? Fun-loving, caring, but very business-minded, very civil, very serious at the same time, but, you know, shows love to everybody, but doesn't let everybody get too close, know what I mean? That's CM-10, bro, for sure.
4.
Who inspired you?
It actually started from my father, my CEO, King Omatune III. You actually seen him over at the show and shit. Yeah, I always be with him, you know what I'm saying? So it started out with him rapping, you know what I mean? Like when I was a young kid, I think he let me hear his demo one time, and just from that moment on, I knew like rap could potentially be something that I want to do. So eventually you start getting nice with the little freestyles, and you doing the class projects, and you rapping for your shit, and you like, yo, my shit really sound good. So it really started from him, and then from all of the inspirations I seen growing up, because I'm no different than any other kid. Like I'm 25 years old, so the VH1s, the MTVs, even the early points of YouTube, like I watched all that shit and figured, yo, rap is something I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
5.
Who's in your top 5? It could be dead or alive, old school, new school. Who you rock with?
Oh man, this is an interesting question, because I heard this shit like a few times, like in terms of like where I'm going with my shit. One thing I say about a top 5 is, man, it's always based on like where the person grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like what the age is specifically, because you got cats that's like in their 30s that's gonna say, all right, boom, the 90s and 2000s. Then you got cats in their 50s that's got 80s and 90s niggas. Like for a cat like me in my 20s, I got niggas in the 2010s that were some of the greats. So top 5 in no particular order. I've got to have Eminem in there based off his numbers and then his ability flat out. Then I gotta have like the top 3 from the 2010s, which would be Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick in no particular order. Then I have a 4th one. Damn, who am I gonna put in the 4th one, man?
That's 4 already, right?
Yeah, that's 4. Damn, son. Oh shit. Just like an all-time great. You know what? You know what I'm gonna put in there, man? I'm gonna put Currency. I'm gonna put Currency, like for what he's done as an independent artist and showing cats how to grind independently, like that played such a big role in the music I listen to, dog. So I gotta have him in that conversation.
I mean, I like your top 5. It's different.
6.
How do you feel about the current rap game?
Well, currently in the rap game going into the 2020s, we're getting out of the 2010s. So you seeing a lot of like the greats from the past decade, they getting a little bit older now. So everyone is currently just looking to see who the next young greats are gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And you have some good prospects. Like I look at Corday and I see him on that level. I look at a Jack Harlow on that level. Cats like Reason, Ray Vaughn, Simba, I see on that level. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the game's looking for now. But it's always going to be, because look, think about it, we're on the internet with this shit, right? This shit was already a cultural wasteland as it is. So when you looking through to see who's next up, you got a lot of niggas that's gonna come out on the same shit. But the truth is like the best artists of the 2020s are being built today. You know what I'm saying? The grinding that they doing every day. And you know what I'm saying? One thing for me, I'm definitely looking to get in on that. Like before my career is done, I gotta be finishing as like one of the top MCs of the 2020s and everybody's top 5. Like that's gotta be a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much where the game is at, in my opinion. I like where it's at. Of course, it's bullshit to it, but it's always been bullshit to the game. There was one point when the labels dictated everything. Now niggas can be independent and do they shit. You know what I'm saying? You still got to go through the labels to be a big dog, but you know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier. And then there's the bullshit that comes with niggas that want to promote they mans over you. It's niggas that's promoting bullshit. You know what I mean? But that's just the game that we in today. And I like it. I like the game that we in.
7.
If you had a dream collab, dead or alive, who would it be with?
Oh shit, this is a very good question. Dead or alive, man? Shit. Well, I gotta go with one that I already been waiting on. It's definitely gonna be highly anticipated with J. Cole, especially. Because you know J. Cole is an all-time great. Like anytime I mention North Carolina, if the first thing that come out niggas' mouth in music ain't the Baby or J. Cole, then what the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because those cats have put on for Carolina in a major way. You know what I'm saying? And doing the grinding that I'm doing, bro. Like to have a collab with J. Cole, bro, that shit is just in the making. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gotta happen. You know what I mean? So J. Cole would be number 1. I'm gonna go with a dead artist with this next one. I wanted to always do a track with Aaliyah. Because I like where her vocal range is at. I like her style. Like she's not like a blower like how you see Whitney Houston and Chilli and all of them, but she's got a cool like soulful style, you know what I'm saying, that reminds you of the old school days but still was modern and smooth with her shit. And then she was working on her songwriting too, so I definitely would want a voice like that on a collab, like crazy.
I mean, I love those answers. J. Cole, like that's my new school leader right there. Like J. Cole is that dude. Y'all also had Petey Pablo back in the day too.
Oh, yeah. Petey Pablo. Yeah.
People sleep on him. Yeah.
8.
Besides rapping, do you see yourself branching out into other things?
That's a guarantee. Of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course. Like, that's one thing that me and my pops always talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? We want to be known as rappers, but it's really about how well you can rebrand yourself, how you can reinvent yourself over the years. Because you see a cat like Jay-Z. Now, the blueprint is like 20 years old now, and that was some of his best work. But he's recreated himself and reinvented himself so much that you have young cats that look at Jay-Z as the businessman first, forgetting that he ran the game in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So seeing shit like that just behooves me to get into shit like that. And there's a lot of things that I want to invest in, you know, real estate, you know what I'm saying? Like electrical companies, like all kinds of shit, man. Like the possibilities are endless, but I have to start by making this rap money first. That's gonna open up a lot of shit. But yo, yeah, without question. And then not just that, but as a lot of people have said before, I want to open up my own store for merch, like not just one store, just worldwide type shit. You know, yeah, you know what I mean? Because that brings in the cash flow, like cash flow from all kinds of places, because it can't just come from the rap. Can't just come from rap. That's how you start. But every cat that stayed rich in this industry shit, he found other ways to make money. One of my favorite artists of all time, 50 Cent, bro. He's definitely one of those guys that's taking that mold. Like you hear about 50 Cent more about what he's done for Power and BMF than you hear about Get Rich or Die Trying, which is like in his 20-year anniversary in 03. You know what I mean? And that's just how ill he is. So rebranding myself, reinventing myself is something that is a focal point for sure.
No.
How do you come up with a process of when you make a rap song? Like, take me through the process.
It's a very interesting process, man, like with rap, because I never like try to force shit, try to fit a round peg through a square hole. You know what I'm saying? So I might hear a beat that I like, but may not have an idea for it just boom off the rip. But you know what I'm saying? I'm always able to come back, like wait until my mind hit the right vibe for me to go ahead and write some shit out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might be 4 bars at a time. Sometimes it might be 8 bars. Sometimes it might be 2 whole songs at a time. You know what I'm saying? But it just all depends on how my creative juices is flowing. It's never a writer's block whatsoever, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like you gotta, in a sense, come back to reality sometime before you write your next rap or write your next song. And that's definitely how I do my shit. I let the ideas flow whenever that may be.
10.
What advice would you give someone watching this episode?
The advice I give, and ironically it's number 10, CM-10. The advice I give to somebody watching this episode, man, whatever you do, man, it's just like, don't wait. Don't procrastinate, my nigga. Like, start. You know what I'm saying? Just start, because sometimes it's like we get so wrapped up in our long-term goals that we never put our foot forward in the present, because the present is a gift, man. It's just like anything that you could be doing now to ensure that you live in a better future long-term, do it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily about getting it all now and obtaining everything now, but anything you can do in the present to build for your future, dog, that's what you need to be doing, bro. And do not wait. Don't procrastinate, bro. They say the best time to build a tree was 20 years ago. So with that being said, I'm gonna build a tree right the fuck now, so in 20 years I'm reaping the motherfucking benefits. But that's mainly the advice, bro. Just do what you can do now to be successful.
I love that answer, man. Well, that's the 10 questions. Yo, I appreciate you coming through.
Already.
Taking time out doing this interview. Let the people know where they can find you, your music, plug everything, the merch, everything.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Y'all can find me all on all platforms, CM-10 Music. That's Twitter, that's Facebook, especially on my Instagram. That's where I do a lot of my shit at, CM-10 Music. CM-10 Music, all in one word, man. The website will be coming soon, so merch will be available to purchase. Other than that, man, we got more shit coming. The Sense of Urgency, the EP is going to be coming out soon. I'm recording, getting features from my guys right now. But up until then, man, y'all check out The Balance Volume 1 on my on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all that. CM-10. You'll find like me with a Terminator head, you know what I'm saying? Like that type shit. So definitely be following me, man, and I'll find y'all 100.
That's it. Peace out.
My God.